What is up, guys? How many of you are here already? I can never tell. What is up, guys? Oh, okay, so the audio is working. Great. What is up? So today's video is going to be, well, it's obviously a live stream, but this is going to be primarily me breaking down the Gotham Season 3 Episode 17 photos, so that is what we're going to be discussing in today's live stream. Wow, there's quite a few people. I need to start scheduling my live streams because I do them quite unannounced, to be honest, so some of you do miss out. We all discussed this, Starbob. Desiciptir, I can't say your name. Right, so the first photo I'm going to discuss, guys, is this one. Wait, I just want to say spoiler warning as well. I mean, that should apply to, I should put that in the title as well. Stop picking your nose with the pointer. But anyway, yeah, the first photo, guys, I'm going to pop it up on the screen now, okay? Here we go. Oh god, there's Penguin. Right. I'd love to know where you guys think Penguin is. Just out of interest, where do you guys think he is? Because, and now I'll give you my opinion. Because I did answer it in my my episode 17 trailer breakdown. Hey Oswald. Well, either way, what we do know is that he's going to Mr. Freeze with Ivy. Thank you very much. Yeah, Mr. Freeze is back, and I'll try and find that photo in a second. Bear with me. I'm still new at implementing images and everything, so bear with me a second. Yeah, Victor Freeze. When do you think Fish Mooney is going to come back in, though? That's the question. Like, do you think Oswald is going to get, I don't know, obviously Mr. Freeze with Ivy and then Firefly, but when is Fish going to step in? Or is she obviously still with Hugo, but we'll talk about that in a minute or two. Alright, blimey. Okay. Thanks, Aaron. At the end, you think she'll come near the end? Okay, fair enough. Because you know we've got Ivy here as well. Bloody hell! That's one thing I don't like about this screen thing is that it keeps making the images wrong. So bear with me. Technical difficulties. There we go. So there's Ivy. Yeah, I wonder what way around it's going to be, Skeleton Scales. Like, is Penguin going to track down Ivy, or is Penguin going to track down Fish, or is Fish going to track down Penguin? Because I would have thought, you know, since Fish is the one who primarily controls the freaks, she would be, you know, with one of them, but I reckon she's just with Hugo. Can you really not wait for Harley Quinn to come in the show? I'm not sure everybody feels the same way, unfortunately. Alright, let me get another photo up. So here, obviously, like what we saw in the trailer, guys, Ivy and Penguin go to, I don't know where the hell it is, that sort of, you know, obviously Mr. Freeze is in the location where he can obviously survive because he can't survive in normal temperatures. And here we see a picture of him himself. I would make the pictures bigger, but every time I do it, it goes super big because the quality sizes are absolutely huge. Barbara Queen. But anyway, let's get a different picture up from the promo photos. A different interesting one. Okay. So here we go. I want to know where they even find out to go for Mr. Freeze. That's the interesting thing. I think Penguin just said that, Aaron. Quite simply because, I don't know. Maybe he honestly didn't think about the freaks. But yeah, you could be right. It could be a continuity error. But yeah, anyway, we see Ivy and Penguin here in, like, Mr. Freeze's lair. I think that's going to be really cool. Mr. Freeze, we haven't seen a lot of, to be honest. I mean, I know he had a couple of episodes, but we haven't actually... I reckon, you know, with this all-out war that's been teased to come, we're going to see some really cool action from him. And I really like that he's one of the only people with, you know, his suit that looks like it's actually from, you know, the future. Like with the Arkham games and stuff like that. I might get there, Ethan. I might get onto episode 18's photos, who knows, but... at the minute, I just want to go over these. Penguin will ultimately save Nigma from Hugo and Fish's betrayal, and there will be a truce. That's interesting, because we see Riddler here. This is episode 17, and from the promo, we all saw that he's going to be very, you know, Riddlered up, if that makes sense. On, you know, holding the mayor hostage as well. Let me get a synopsis up for episode 17 again. Yeah, some of Gotham's most unhinged villains band together while the Riddler continues his conquest of the city. Gordon is on a search for answers, and all roads keep leading back to the Court of Owls. Meanwhile, as Alfred begins to notice a change in Bruce too confides in Selina. But I don't believe we got any photos of... you know, Bruce 2 for episode 17. Let me double check. No, we didn't. But what do you guys make of this photo? Let me pop this one up. What do you guys think of this photo? I've seen quite a few articles saying that this, you know, these colors, the red and the blue lights, do definitely hint at the Harley Quinn. And I would have to agree, like, even if she doesn't end up being Harley, I mean, those colors are very themed. But I don't know, that might piss a lot of you off, because I know how much all you guys hate the idea of Barbara being Harley. But I do think Barbara is a bit of a badass in a minute on the show. I don't think necessarily anyone is on Nigma's team, especially as Barbara and Tabby and that want to beat him, you know, kill him. But Barbara's only just using him, you know. And Tabby and Butch definitely want to kill the crap out of him. Yeah, it does. Yeah, Ethan, it does. I might get onto that in a minute. Bear with me. I'll do a flash live stream, Adam, in another video about my opinions on Savitar. Penguin will be he will be the leader of Army of Freaks. But what do you guys think of this picture of Barbara? Do you think it's got any reference to Harley Quinn at all? I'm still really wanting Lee to become Harley Quinn. I want her to go back to working at Arkham, completely sane, strong and independent, and then the show Jerome breaking Lee down all over Season 4. I can see for some people that Lee is a better option for being Harley, but I still really wouldn't like it. I really wouldn't like it. A lot of people feel like she had chemistry with Jerome in that scene where he, you know, woke up in the morgue kind of thing, but I completely disagree with that. She was kind of repulsed by him, to be honest. Alright, let's see what else I can get up. Yeah, you can watch this live stream afterwards. It will be up on my channel maybe an hour or so afterwards. Now, why do you guys think Jim has gone to Tabby and Butch here? I don't think Valerie Revale will return with Alice Tetcher's blood. I just feel like that would be another person. Do you know what I mean? Just too many people Yeah, I agree with that, Star Bob. Barnes would definitely come back, and I've got a couple of photos to show of that as well. But let's blow this one up a bit. Yeah, I do wonder why Jim is approached. I mean, maybe they can find out something. I don't know, because what we do know is that Jim is going to join the Court of Owls. So maybe he's there on behalf of court business, but we really know he's going to be a double agent kind of thing. Yeah, that's true. Do you think Bane will be Barnes? No. Let me get a photo up of. Let me get a photo up of Barnes. I know what you guys are trying to say with that, but no, 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 no. I need to change the title. All right, let's get Barnesy baby up. Here we go, Barnesy baby. There he is. Sorry about the live chat, guys. It's sort of disappearing for a minute. No, right. Basically, Barnes is the executioner. They really have pressed that out. I think the only Bane conclusion people are getting is just, the fact he kind of looks like the part for Bane. Apart from that, they really have advertised that he's going to be the executioner. Michael Chiklis said he's going to be the executioner. The goddamn one of the episode titles is something about the executioner. But I noticed a lot of you have said as well that you think that the Indian Hill weapon is Barnes in the crate. And I don't get me wrong, it's a cool idea, but I don't think Barnes is just, tucked away in there like, I'm ready to, screw up Gotham City. No, I think that weapon is the Alice Tech virus. I keep seeing a lot of comments saying Boba collab with Juice. I've actually been talking to Juice a lot, and we said we might collaborate one day, podcast style, if that makes sense. Maybe, I don't know. We need to figure it out. But yeah, I don't think any of you are not subscribed to Juice, but if you aren't, definitely go check out his channel, Juice from the Box. I mean, I'm sure you all know who Juice is anyway, though. Gamers Unite. Alright, let me change the title of this stream because now I'm showing episode 18 photos, so episode 17/18 trailer. Wait, why did I call it a trailer breakdown? Fuck. No, I didn't. 3/17/18. Alright, bear with me, guys. There we go. There we go. Alright, God, comments. Let me scroll up. What do I think will happen next with Scarecrow? Well, one of the EPs have already said that they're definitely going to explore his origin even more. So I'm definitely looking forward to that. I don't know, maybe they'll experiment with him. Because he did get really screwed up, didn't he? So he's going to probably reflect that on other people. Good morning, Jesse. Yeah. When do you think we'll see Fish? We'll see Fish soon. Let me have a look at some other après photos. There is so many. So many. Well, another look at Barnesy baby. Let's have another look at Barnesy baby. There he is. There he is. That's when he's probably in front of the court. I don't think we're going to see Professor Pig for a while. I don't think Penguin or Nigma will get affected by the Alice Tech virus, because if they did, that would be that would just be very too much for me. It would be like, really, 2 more villains? No. Yeah, well, hello there, Barnesy. Yeah. So yeah, we got Barnes. He isn't Bane, guys. He definitely isn't Banesy. I think his plot is just going to be a couple of episodes at most, maybe, to cause a bit of havoc, maybe to distract certain people from doing certain things, maybe the GCPD. Let me see what other promo photos we have, because it's for episode 17 and 18. Okay, now this is interesting. Right, here we have a Hugo with Catherine. And now this is what I think, you know, potentially the weapon is. I think Catherine... I don't know... Right, this is the interesting thing. I think Hugo is primarily where Fish is. I don't know if Hugo wants to work. Maybe Catherine has approached him about the weapon. I'm not sure. But I definitely want to see your input on this photo, guys. Let me bring it up a bit more, so you guys can get a proper look at this. So there we see Hugo just looking at this needle. Nothing really in it, I don't think. And there's Catherine just like, hey, yeah, what you got there? Super cute kitten, perhaps. This is episode 18. Yeah, sorry for not saying that, guys. This photo is from episode 18. Any more news on Two-Face? No, guys, unfortunately not. The link is in the description, guys, to these photos if you want to check them out for yourself. The website's called Far Far Away Site, I believe. I am the law. Oh god, guys, some of these questions. I'm not gonna answer some of them just because I feel like they're self-explanatory. Sorry. Right, let me get another juicy photo up of Hugo Strange. Now this one, he looks... Well, really just the zoom in, isn't it? What is he looking at there? Is it like the remnants of the Alice Tech virus that he's going to develop even more, maybe? If Hugo is with Catherine, then does that mean Fish is there too? Or is she dead? Because I doubt she'd let him go. Yeah, that's exactly how I feel, Lemon Cat. Some of these names. I don't think Fish would have necessarily let him go. Sorry I keep poking my eye, but there's something in it. Yeah, so this is confusing to me, because why is Catherine there with Hugo? I don't think Fish would really want to work with the Court of Owls either. So, you know... It doesn't make sense to me why Hugo... I mean, we all know Hugo's had relations with the Court of Owls beforehand. But I can't figure out what he's doing with Catherine. I mean, I can imagine it's something to do with the weapon, potentially. Please, Boba, just say this is my yard. I believe I just did. This is my yard. I don't understand. Could it be a Catherine clone? I don't think so, but that's a cool idea. I don't think Catherine's clone though. Maybe that is what they were trying. No, I think with what Bruce is doing is definitely tied in with the Court of Owls, with Clone Bruce and everything like that. Unless Fish lost Hugo during episode 17, potentially. Thank you very much, Abdul Hadi. There's just some of these questions. Fish, Mooney, and Deadshot. Anyway, let's get a new photo up. A new photo. Okay. This one's interesting. Right, I feel like Hugo here has a bit too much of a little eager smile on his face, don't you? I mean, he doesn't exactly seem in distress there, does he? He's just like, yeah. You know, I'm gonna make this. She's like, you need to do this for me, and he's just like, why not? So I think, yeah. I mean, I feel like I didn't expect Hugo to be working for Catherine again voluntarily, but you know, they definitely seem like. He definitely agrees from what it seems, you know. Dr. Evil. That's funny. What do I think happened to Jerome? He ended up in Arkham Asylum. But that's just where his story ends for now. But yeah. Maybe the court captured Fish. I don't know, because from the trailers we have seen Fish, from what it seems like, talking to Riddler. I mean, with Ivy in the background as well, so that is confusing. Here's another cool photo. Here we have Firefly, but none other than Mr. Oswald Cobblepot. Let me make that smaller. There we go. So this is obviously when, well, it's not so obvious, but I feel like this is when Penguin is gonna go to Firefly and try and recruit her, but she has got a bit of this weird mental complex now. So that's gonna be interesting to see. They're gonna make Firefly fire though. That's a good question. Maybe one day in the future, but she's well, the villain. A lot of the villains in Gotham have so much development to go through before Batman even comes around. I hope we meet a young Dick Grayson. That'd be cool. But I don't think that will happen, unfortunately. Yeah, I do agree. Yeah, I think that Oswald will be a bit more, strategic, as you said. Because yeah, he is quite impulsive now. Some of the stuff he does, he just loses his shit and he just goes crazy. Trying to see, I mean, some of the promo photos they give us just are interesting, but some of them, some of them you just get of Jim just like this, and it's just like, okay, what am I supposed to do with that? I mean, obviously Jim is going through a rough time in a minute, so I guess that just implies that because he's with the Court of Owls and whatnot. Jim, yeah, I mean, Jim's a good man. He's going to be like a double agent. I'm very surprised that Catherine is, open to meeting with him and stuff like that. I mean, it's kind of blatant. What? I mean, why would Jim join the Court of Owls in all reality? So I feel like that plot line is a bit weird. I mean, I get why they're doing it, but it is. Why would the Court of Owls believe Jim? I know what happened with Frank. Maybe that was enough to persuade them. Who was the old guy in the last episode? That's a very good question. Especially as like they basically admitted how that Bruce 2 is meant to be replacing our Bruce. And one thing I hope they do with this storyline is I hope they don't rush it. Training Bruce, because they make it, and in all reality, I don't think they will keep him there forever. But I feel like Bruce needs more than just a handful of training lessons before he can go back to Gotham. Unless this is just meant to be an introduction to it all. So. Yeah, I definitely, Drudy, I definitely do think that Bruce is going to be sort of a different kind of vigilante before he becomes Batman, especially of what he's going through at the minute on the show. Um, mainly, oh god, mainly like as I've always said, Batman Year One, if that makes sense. Uh, I feel like he won't put on the cowl or even the cape straight away. He might run around. If you guys sort of remember Daredevil in season one, the Marvel show, before he ran around in that suit, he just ran around with a little, balaclava. I'll answer a few questions now. They confirmed that they were having Killer Croc and Solomon Grundy this season, I think. I don't remember seeing or hearing about that. Do you think that Jerome is going to have the whole... I don't... Kion, I don't really see the need. I mean, definitely, I want the Joker to have green hair and more pale skin. But well, A, Jerome's already got pale skin. And B, as for the green hair, like, it depends how he's going to get that. I personally, in Gotham's universe, would want him to dye it. Only because the chemical vat traditionally gives the Joker his crazy personality. It completely makes this normal person crazy. And Jerome is already crazy. So there's just no need to do the chemical vat just for the hair. I prefer more of a Heath Ledger approach with Mr. Jerome Valeska. Do you think that we could see Talia al Ghul with Bruce? That would be annoying for Selena. I've been thinking about this quite a bit, and I just think that if any kind of, daughter of the demon gets mentioned, it would just be a mention. I don't think we're going to see her. We might see Raz say, I have a daughter your age, or something like that, and that'll be a very big tease into Bruce's future, with Talia. I mean, at least in some versions of the story. Yeah, I'm just looking at these promo photos, and there's from both episodes 17 and 18, and there's not really too much to talk about. Let's just stick. Good old Enigma there. There we go. Hold on a second, guys. Are you guys excited for Nigma going on TV next episode? He seems pretty crazy from that trailer. He needs the cane? Do you think so? I feel like the cane would be really cool as long as they don't make it a wacky kind of cane, But he definitely does look like he's playing the part. What do I think about Nigma's new look? I think it's really badass. I'm glad they didn't go bright green or anything like that. It's sort of a subtle green. I really like what they've done with him though. He's really unhinged. He's really unpredictable and interesting. They're not trying too hard with him, I don't feel. I've heard about, about how he got his name, and I don't necessarily agree calling yourself your own name is necessarily right, but I do know a lot, that happens a lot, so. Has Gotham been renewed for another season? No. At least not yet, anyway. Kane like in the Arkham games would look good, I guess. No, yeah, I agree with that. Definitely. But yeah, guys, honestly, there isn't too much else to look at in terms of these promo photos. I mean, there's a handful of them, but I mean, this photo here could just be Tabitha and Birch bitching about Barbara working with Penguin, possibly. What do you guys think about that? Do you guys think that this is the beginnings of the tension that has been teased at WonderCon between Team Barbara? Jacob, I don't think Harvey Dent will become Two-Face in Gotham. I think we'll see more sides of that personality, but we'll never see it happen. Oh, that's fair enough, crossbow man. That's fair enough. I would leave if I were you. Mind you, I'm not going to stream for too much longer because there's not so much more to say about these photos. You think Butch may die at the end of the season? That's a possibility. Sorry, guys. Anyway, I don't know. I might show a few more photos, but for all of you who've watched this video after live stream, this is more or less it. I really don't know what much else to say about those photos. There's not too many. I looked at all the promo photos released for episode 17 and 18, and that is the gist of them. Apart from that, there are similar photos of just Jim looking depressed at the camera. Don't blame him. He's going through a lot of shit at the minute. So maybe this segment I'll dedicate to a few questions. I'm sorry if I'm missing your questions. There's quite often a lot. Okay, Ethan wanted me to look at the episode 19 synopsis, so I'm going to do that before we answer some questions. But I can't be here for much longer, ladies and gentlemen. But I want to thank you all for your support. I mean, all 72 of you. That's amazing. And for understanding how fucked up my hands are at the minute. Live streaming certainly is a lot easier, but it's a lot more... I should have done some bullet points or something, because this stream's been very unorganized. Anyway, episode 19 synopsis. Are you all ready? If you don't want this to be spoiled, I recommend plugging your ears or leaving the stream. Even though, you know, synopsises aren't that spoilery, so don't worry. It should be fine. Yes, I have seen Guardians of the Galaxy, man. I plan on doing a video on that eventually. Anyway, episode 19. The Temple Shaman reveals his hand to Bruce Wayne and sets up the next phase of training. Gordon and Bullock are put into danger as they come across the crystal owl that reveals the most coveted secrets of Gotham's underworld. Meanwhile, Enigma and Penguin and Force work together to get out of a tricky situation. Now that is interesting. I did read that earlier, but that refreshed my mind. So number one. Fuck's sake. The Temple Shaman reveals his hand to Bruce Wayne. Now, when I forget his name now, but when the guy got cast for the Temple Shaman, I can't believe I forgot his name. It did get revealed that he does have other intentions, the more sinister. So he's not necessarily grooming Bruce to be this, you know, protector of Gotham that Bruce thinks he might be training him for. It's definitely, you know, he's definitely got an alternative motive for Bruce there. And I think it isn't going to be what most people expect. I think it's going to be slightly sinister and evil. But as for Gordon and Bullock are put into danger as they come across a crystal owl. Is that a crystal owl that got broken? If so, how did that get put back together? Or is there another crystal owl? I mean, that would be a bit weird. I mean, surely there's only one. That's interesting. What do you guys think? Do you think that this crystal owl that Gordon and Bullock come across is the same? I mean, well, it does say it reveals the most coveted secrets of Gotham's underworld. So I want you guys to answer that one. They fixed the owl with super glue. Did they? Did they try to anyway? I mean, all I know is that Jerome broke that owl. So saying that Gordon and Bullock are put into danger as they come across the crystal owl, that is confusing. That's confusing. When do I think Ra's al Ghul will come? He will come probably for 2 episodes. And then, you know, around probably episode 20, maybe even towards the finale, to be honest. Will young Clark Kent appear on Gotham? No, not gonna happen. Well, bear with me, guys. A crystal owl, not the crystal owl. They fixed it with duct tape. I mean, yeah, I don't think that's going to be the case. So that's what I mean. How is Harvey and Bullock going to come across it? Is there a fight going on in the chat? What is going on? Let's get this picture up. Drone broke a fake. Now that's a good suggestion. But at the same time, Alfred and Bruce were like, you know, holy crap. So I don't know. I'm really interested to see what how the hell Gordon and Bullock could have come across the crystal owl, if that makes sense, because that got smashed. And as for yeah, Nigma and Penguin are forced to work together. Now I do believe we saw Nigma and Penguin standing next to each other whilst getting spoken to by Fish Mooney, and I believe it's when she said, you know, you've got to love Gotham, everybody's shooting at each other or something like that. So she's probably addressing that Nigma, you know, shot Penguin, and then they're, you know, probably forced to work together. I don't know. Maybe they're working for Fish. Who knows? That I don't see why Fish would do that to Penguin now, because I thought they were kind of cool, but who knows. Is Gotham being renewed for season 4? Hopefully, but I don't have any insight, if that makes sense, you know. I hope so. I still think that the announcement is going to come fairly soon, but yeah, this is the last possible month they can give it to make this announcement, if that makes sense. I need to stop saying if that makes sense. I say basically too much. I say if it makes sense too much. Yeah. If you guys got any more questions before I end this stream, the next time I would probably be doing a stream on the Flash, because that would be, you know, I haven't spoke about the Flash or anything to do with Savitar, and I've been desperate to. Why is the thing? There you go. When do you think we'll get a Killer Croc soon? I remember at the start of season 3 that I thought that person was Killer Croc. So did everyone else, but I don't think it was, because we all know what happened there. But do I think we'll get him soon? I think we'll just keep getting teasers. Oh, sorry guys, I keep missing some of your comments. When do I think Solomon Grundy will appear? I don't necessarily think he will this season anyway. Is Bane going to come? No, I believe we might have got teased with him at the end of season 2, the Freaks, but he is definitely not Captain Barnes. No. Is there any more news on episode 22? Only the all-out battle that I've said. Trying to think of other things. Lee will probably get back with Jim. Jim and Lee, you know, Jim's going to be fighting for Lee because she's heavily involved in the Alice Tetch blood storyline. Barbara's going to have a huge development, as we probably all know. But as for new news, I think that's as good as we're going to get till the finale. So many questions. Boba, do you think we might get to see Batman soon? Love your videos. Thank you, Corey. But the Batman suit soon? Holy shit, no. No, we're not going to see that for a long time. Not if at all, in the whole of Gotham, unfortunately. Well, kind of fortunate. If they gave Bruce a Batman suit soon, that would be scary. I think maybe if Gotham went on for a few more seasons, we would see, you know, as I said, like a prototype vigilante suit with some grappling hooks and things like that. Do you think there's going to be a 4th season? I think, you know, they obviously have written and planned for a 4th season, but as for if it gets renewed, I don't know. Barbara is a badass, by the way. I keep missing that question. Sorry about that. Deathstroke. I don't think Deathstroke's going to be anywhere. This is, I mean... I know you stopped your Gotham show reviews because you didn't want to make this a fully Gotham channel, but is there any possibility of you renewing that series? I don't think so. Maybe one day, I don't know. I don't even review The Flash. I do trailer breakdowns and then videos like this, and then I do theory videos. I mean, at the minute I'm having a break, but yeah, as for reviews, I don't know. But don't worry, there's still going to be plenty of content on Gotham and The Flash and stuff like that. So don't worry about that. What do you think Jerome would do if he breaks out of Arkham? The first thing he would do, he would just try and... It's like what Cameron Monaghan said himself. He thinks Jerome will try and just top himself, bigger than what he did this season. So something bigger to even top him, to top what he did, which makes sense, I suppose. I think it would be interesting if he tried to blow up a freaking building like Wayne Enterprises or something like that. That'd be crazy. Sil, you say they should give more original villains to keep the show up. I don't know. I feel like we've got a lot of characters in Gotham already. Would you carry on watching Gotham if it got brought by the CW, considering they would make it cheesy? Yes. I don't think the CW is bad at all. I definitely get the criticisms on some things cheesy, like Supergirl is very cheesy. I haven't watched it in a while. I will one day catch up with it. But you know, I love CW shows, so yeah, of course. Yeah, you could say Jerome is the topping on the cake. I don't know, the whole chemical vat thing with Jerome, I said it earlier in this stream, it's just not needed. The traditional origin for the Joker is a guy who has one bad day, as you know, he falls in the chemical vat, and that normal person goes crazy. But what you have to understand in this canonical universe of Gotham, Jerome Valeska is already crazy. He's already pale. He's already got a little bit of an extended smile now due to the slits in his face. There is literally no need for him to go in that chemical vat. I mean, obviously, unless he wanted the green hair. But I feel like they should go the Heath Ledger route. You know, with dyeing his hair, maybe applying some makeup to get rid of the scarring around the face, and then the eye slits, like the dark eyeshadow, maybe. But honestly, they don't need to do the chemical vat in this universe. I know that would be a shame because it's such a popular thing, but they've already given Jerome so much of those qualities of the Joker without needing the chemical vat, chemical droppy pit majig. Charles Robbins says, love your videos. Thank you, Charles. I really appreciate the support, buddy. Really appreciate it. Who is your favourite villain? My favourite villain is either the Reverse Flash or the Joker. What's up, ASMR? Welcome to the stream, bro. Can you do the breakdown of new Wonder Woman trailer that we got with Gotham this past Monday? I can look into it. I'll try. I mean, I'm not really doing videos, properly edited videos at the minute. I try and do 2 a week at the minute. Because of my hands. But, you know, look to my previous video for that. Anyway. What would you think of a Jack Nicholson cameo? Now, that would be incredible. You know, I think it'd be really awesome if they made it... Oh, man, I don't know who he would come in as, but I think that'd be really good, really good. I think they shouldn't announce it though. Do you know what I mean? Will Black Mask come? Maybe season 4. That'd be really cool. I know they have a lot of ideas for season 4. They have Scarecrow. They have more Ra's al Ghul. Obviously, Bruce is getting older, so that makes sense. How are they going to reattach Jerome's face? Is that, simply by sewing it back on, dude. A lot of people said that's not possible, but, you know, Harvey said in that episode of, I can't remember what one it was, the last episode of the 3-episode story arc, that they're reattaching his face. So, I don't know, some kind of medical procedure, you know. Oh yeah, Charles, I'll always be doing Gotham videos, buddy. Don't worry about that. I will be breaking down the trailer for next week as well, so be sure to know about that. Wow, 79 people. That's crazy. Oh, questions. Boba Talks, do you think Tabitha will train Selena to become Catwoman? Well, Kion, I can tell you that she's definitely going to have an influence on Selena's future Catwoman. She probably will show her a thing or two, because since Selena will be going to sort of more to Tabby's side, she'll become a bit more of a anti-hero this season. This is all just stuff we learned at the conventions, by the way. Do you think Barbara may be responsible for breaking Jerome out? Maybe, but like I don't. Unless they show Jerome in a 2-hour finale, I don't think we'll see him at all. And if we do, that would have been filmed a long time ago because he's, you know, Cameron Monaghan's really wrapped up at the minute with filming other things. That would be really cool, Corey. Mark Hamill with a storyline with Monaghan. That would be amazing. That would be so good. That's such a good suggestion. Do you think Gotham will be introduced Joker's daughter? No. No. It's way too early to even try and find an idea like that. I mean, if you kind of want answers to that, I guess you could imagine in your own head that someone from the cult, you know, even though the face was, you know, I can't really say because the story is completely different in the New 52. Woo! We've already had Jerome's father, though. What's up, Hassan? Welcome to the stream. Do you think Catwoman will kill Tabitha? No. I don't think Selena's going to do anything like that. But it's going to be exciting to see Nigma and Penguin work together in episode 19. I mean, I can't wait to see Nigma's reaction to Penguin still being alive. Is there any photos? We've already been over the photos, buddy. I mean, you got some photos. But, I mean, there's not too much to comment on that. I've already, you know, commented about. I mean, this photo here, we can see Jim is speaking to Catherine. It looks like Catherine has definitely brought the whole Court of Owls thing that he's trying to do, the double agent thing, which I feel's a teeny bit weak, but who knows. But what do you guys think of this photo? Let me know. I don't want Barbara to become Harley Quinn. I think a lot of people don't want him to. Is it going okay with your hands? I mean, it's been like a week since I've stopped making videos a lot. And, like, they feel a little bit better, but, you know, a week's not going to do anything. I mean, it's rested, but thanks for asking, by the way. But, yeah. Catherine's hair is bigger than my future. You know, that's the first thing that I thought, too. Her hair is so... I think the Court of Owls, a lot of those higher class upper people in the Gotham, just like the comics, they are proper posh looking people, you know, with really out there sort of things like Catherine's hair. Who do you think would be a good actor for Bane? I really couldn't say. I know a lot of people want Barnes to be Bane, but that's just not going to happen, you know. I just subbed. Thank you, and welcome to the channel and the stream. You live in Texas? No. I'd love to live in Texas, though. I would love to live in Florida as well. I saw that YouTube. You can't take it, man. No, yeah. Well, I don't know, buddy. Just my hands, like the way I'm made. Let's see what else is in there. I love your channel. Keep up the good work. Thank you, Ryan. Thank you so much. How do you think they'll introduce Harley? Well, there's two ways they could do it. There's the traditional way that everyone wants, someone new. someone going to Arkham in episode 22, or making Barbara like a proto Harley Quinn. And you know, hold on, let me change the title of this stream. Because we're kind of just discussing everything at the minute. But yeah, Barbara, she's probably going to get, she's unfortunately going to get the qualities of Harley Quinn, but that doesn't necessarily mean she will be Harley Quinn, you know? Are they going to... No, they're not going to do Batman in season 4. Bruce is only like... He's 16 in real life, but I think he's only like 14, barely 15 in the show, so... Am I facing a different way? I don't believe so. I shouldn't be. Do you think Gotham would do a year skip? It's possible, but they won't do years skip. Because they'll keep the actors, so... Whoa. Whoa. Let me minimize these photos, man. They're so big. Ah. Why are these photos so big? Sorry, I really don't know how to use this live streaming tool, so I'm pretty bad at it. There we go. Stamp it there. Last question, do you think we'll see the Court of Owls commit suicide like they did in the comics? Maybe. Like we did see in the trailer with that Court of Owls member dead at what seems like to be that conference table, that very well could be like that. But I believe that's from one of the final episodes, I'm not sure. Because obviously at the minute Jim's trying to maintain cover. 100% confirmed Barnes will become Harley Quinn. God. Maybe. You never know. I think Hugo here might be Harley Quinn. I mean, who thinks Hugo, good old Hugo here, will become a la Harley and Quinzel? And maybe. And maybe. My name's Hugo, and I'm going to become Harley Quinn. And if you don't like it, then you can just get on out of here, mate. Sorry, guys. I'm kind of losing it a bit on this stream today. Penguin's got to become transgender and then change his name into Harley. Wow. Okay. Could. You never know. You never know with this show. Hugo worked with Roz. Yeah, I mean, the Court of Owls. We see Catherine in one of these pictures. I mentioned that earlier. Maybe Boba is going to become Harley. You know what? If they offered me the role, I would be half tempted to be the male Harley Quinn. God. Okay, no, wait, but that would mean I would have to love Jerome. I suppose I do love Jerome. But yeah, guys, I'm not going to keep this stream on for too much longer. I mean, we've already been through most of the photos. Transgender Hugo Strange. Holy shit. That's a really good question, Jose. Do you think Scarecrow is going to mix his father's fear toxin with the Alice Tetch virus? Now, what I do think, I don't think it's going to be mixed with the Alice Tetch virus, but that is a really good, because it does make people go skits, but that permanently affects them. Whereas the fear toxin, I don't know. It depends what storyline you're sort of going from. Sometimes it just gives you a dose of fear, and you can go back to normal. But the Alice Tetch virus transforms you forever. So thanks for stopping by, Zarfi, man. Thanks for that video as well. Meant a lot, buddy. Really did. But yeah, as for Scarecrow, yeah, the executive producer Danny Cannon did say it's going to start with the origins of Scarecrow. I know, and a lot of people when I said that said, but we've already had Scarecrow's origin, and it's just like, yes, the very beginnings of his origin, but we've still got more to go, So yeah, I mean, think about it. Scarecrow's had a few years to grow a bit older now, a few years in Arkham Asylum, after going crazy, after being mega dosed with his father's fear toxin. So I reckon he's just going to go absolutely skits in Season 4. With Savitar come and Gotham. Maybe if Barry fucks with the timeline again. Does Tej have the virus possible, right? I don't understand the question. What can you predict about Fish's appearance in this season? Well, thank you, Hi. Thank you for joining the stream. I think Fish is only going to be in this season, well, the back half of the season for 1 or 2 episodes, because they did say it would be short but sweet. And I think she will just probably help Penguin. I don't know how specifically, though. But anyway, guys, I'm going to end the stream now. Well, any second now. So I'm going to say goodbye to everybody. Thank you for everyone for joining. It really means a lot. There's a lot of people that joined, especially it was unannounced. I think we had like over 80 people at one point. But anyway, yeah, I hope you guys have a great rest of your weekend. I will be doing a Gotham trailer breakdown on Monday, I believe. But just stick with me, guys. I will be going back to videos soon. Just still taking a break, for the next couple of weeks. Thank you all for your lovely words. And I will see you guys in the next video on Monday, I believe. And I'll probably be doing a trailer breakdown next week for The Flash as well. But I will be doing a live stream in the meantime for what I think about the whole Savitar thing. So anyway, guys, I hope you have a lovely rest of your weekend. I'll see you in the next video. Goodbye. I will try and schedule the next live stream as well.